Yeah, so the new album, Extracurricular Communication, I was actually crazy surprised when I found out that Rolling Stone was going to publish the review, because I kind of just sent it in for submission, not really expecting anything, and lo and behold, like one of my favorite writers for so many years, Palacio del Toro, did the story, and it was just pretty wild. I had to share with everyone. It was really cool. But yeah, anyways, the new album basically kind of fell into my lap in a way. I'm always making music on almost an everyday basis, and I'm really all over the place, especially these days. Could be anything depending on the day. At a certain point, I was just sitting there and I had all these tunes, and I just saw this kind of group coming together that really fit together as one thing, and it was a pretty easy call. I started to finish those bad boys up, which is always the hardest part, as anybody knows who makes music. But I called my buddy Brendan Connors over at Metronome Studios, and we got in the mastering suite, and he did a really great job working with me, and got the tracks to a point as a finished product where I was really happy. And I had the artwork kind of already figured out. It wasn't a second thought. My friend Rosa Barrow, shout out Rosa, I bought this piece off of her like 2 years ago at Great North Festival, and I always really loved it and knew I would do something with it someday. But yeah, it was kind of the obvious choice, and that was it really. It's cool. I'm excited to show people a different side of what I do. I know the only things I've really released to the public are kind of on the house music, psychedelic music tip. So yeah, I'm really excited to share with everyone the different directions I like to go and mess around with. Yeah, what was up with the One Dread? I'm sure a lot of people were wondering that. Basically 2011, 2012 was a really crazy psychedelic year, so it was time to do something off the wall. I just lost my job in the service industry, and I went to Catholic school my whole life, so I always had to kind of cut my hair, so I sort of just let it go, and weird stuff started to happen. But yeah, it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and in hindsight it kind of ended up being this interesting social experiment in a way, because I'm sure people had a lot of negative judgments with it, but no one ever talked to my face, and I mean like almost never. Most of the time it was just like either compliments or questions, or someone shaking my hand in a different country. It was weird. But yeah, anyways, my mom, obviously being a mom, wasn't too into it, and she always wanted to be the one to cut it. So when it came time, it was a thing. It was getting large, and I always told myself once it was a bit of a hindrance, it was time to let it go. So yeah, we kind of filmed this music video. I teamed up with my friend Suyun, aka Soyo Mayoyo. Hope that's pronounced right. Love you, Suyun. But she has this really dope aesthetic, and she uses old TVs that she welds together, and medical equipment, and just a bunch of dark, crazy looking shit. And I knew it was perfect for the vision I was kind of going for. So she manned the camera and did set design, and we whipped out the music video that I just dropped a few days actually for the album release, Nights Without Television. Actually no, it's a pretty common misconception. I've never played anything in South America, although I'd love to. Hit me up, por favor. But yeah, I play in Central America a lot, and a lot of people get the two mixed up. Central America's a little different, over the left a little bit. But yeah, it kind of all started, my friend Eric, shout out to Eric, much love, man. He started throwing a festival called Jungle Jam in Costa Rica, and some good friends, an old band called Viral Sound, they were playing, and Eric kind of said if I can get out there, then I can play a set, and with the help of my family and stuff, I was able to shoot out there, and that was kind of my first experience ever playing outside of the country. And then from then on, something about the Costa Rican connection. The next year I had like a bunch of gigs at festivals. I think I played like, I don't know, in the next couple of years I played 4 or 5 different ones, Organica, Best Fest, and then 2 that are still around today and really special to me, Panama Tribal Gathering and Cosmic Convergence. Panama Tribal Gathering is this crazy like 20-day festival, and they bring a bunch of different indigenous tribes to live on the land of the festival over the course of the weekend. I mean, there's psychedelic ceremonies. You can order anything at the bar, and I mean anything. It's a really cool full spectrum experience, and I'm really grateful that I was able to do that for a couple of years, and I'll surely be back. And then I met my friend at Panama Tribal Gathering, Digo, who was a producer at Cosmic Convergence Festival in Guatemala, and I ended up going over there and performing in that. I really fell in love with Lake Atitlan over there. Really special to me. And then I ended up sort of just living my winters over there and skipping out on the cold, harsh winters here in the Northeast United States. But yeah, it's been really amazing getting to play over there, and I'll definitely be back in the future. And I highly recommend anyone to check out Panama Tribal Gathering and Cosmic Convergence for sure. Oh, and I can't forget PEX grew out of Philadelphia. I ended up playing their festival out in Costa Rica as well for a couple years, and I was sort of just sitting on this bench at a hostel on the beach one day, and I ran into Joe, DJ Every Day. I'm not sure if Lee Mages was with him or not that day. I might have met Lee a little later, but I ended up getting invited to play out there in Costa Rica at their festival, and also did their summer fest in Maryland at Camp Ramblewood. Legendary, amazing group of people. An amazing organization. I've always really enjoyed playing for them. Shout out PEX. What's special about the Northeast music scene? Jam. Yeah, I don't know where I would be honestly without the festival scene. It's just played such a huge role in my life. I got to become the musician I am, and in a lot of ways the person I am through those experiences, and it's been the most special thing to just know so many beautiful people and to be able to call them friends, and to just see everyone kind of grow from just someone who's there to be a spectator and check out some music and have some fun to full-blown artists in their own right, or I've seen so many people find their professions and their passions and just sort of grow and grow and grow with them, and that's got to be one of my favorite parts about life in general. It's been really dope. But yeah, it all started probably around 10 years ago. I think my friend Eli, who managed Viral Sound, he brought me out to Rock and Roll Resort Sabian Soiree, which is at this crazy, fairly condemned hotel out in Monticello, New York. It was wild. It was like Elvis's Graceland mixed with Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. It was a pretty trippy place, but yeah, that was kind of the start. If I had to name every festival I played in the Northeast, it would be really hard. I'd need a list for sure in front of me, but that's the thing. It's like, I don't know if it's like this anywhere else, but I know it's so many people, and it's usually just like one person kind of puts up their money and makes a festival, and we're kind of at the stage like Camp Bisco is like Camp 7, Camp 8, Camp 9, around that time. A lot of these kids who were going there sort of just got hooked and wanted to make their own festival as well, and yeah, it's been really cool. So a few that come to mind that are really special, like Camp Colebrook was fantastic. So many good memories there. Lots of good memories at Great North up in Maine. I've actually played a lot in Maine over the years, and I've sort of fell in love with that state. I wouldn't mind having a little abode somewhere up there. It's a peaceful place for sure. But yeah, it's crazy because there's been so many, and it's really tough to keep a festival going. So they kind of come and go. One of my favorites right now is Unifier Festival. Really special for sure, and I'm thankful that it's here, and it's always a nice opportunity to play. And I usually get to play some different stuff than I usually do. It's a unique space for sure. And I just went to Movement Festival in Detroit this past year and played a few gigs with Funky People and Cenote Records, and really fell in love with Detroit too, man. Especially being a house and techno head. And also just, I don't know, something about that place really cool. So yeah, Northeast music scene, I gotta love it. What's next? So I've been working on some music video projects since wrapping up the album, and I'd really like to do 2 or 3 more. at least off this album. I have a lot of fun doing music videos. It's something I'm definitely going to be doing more of, especially with the ultimate goal to make feature-length films eventually. That'd be really cool. But apart from that, I've got so much backlog music. Kind of been really picky about releasing stuff officially in the past, but I'm getting to that point where I'm ready to kind of show people what I've been up to and finding out which collections are which and stuff like that. So a lot of my full-length albums you'll probably see me self-releasing, but as well as doing some label releases in the past. I've done some releases with Hot Boy Records, Soul Clap Records, Diplomatic, Cenote Records with my buddies Agents of Vibe, Bar 25 Records, as well as another Soul Clap Records release with the Agents of Vibe. But yeah, other than that, I'm really stoked to make some new music. I'm really built up. It's crazy. I'm about to explode. Actually, just trying to finish so much stuff. I haven't had the opportunity, but I'm really trying to get my drum recording game on point. That's sort of the only thing keeping me back from kind of recording every instrument I can play. And that'll really open the door for me to do a lot of recording of songs I have written that I've never just kind of even tried to record because I haven't really felt like I've had the tools to do it the way I want. So, oh, that was a bug in my throat. Nice. That's breakfast. But yeah, anyways, that's what I'm really looking forward to, and I'll definitely be rolling out some winter dates. Thinking about doing a pretty big tour. I'll be working with Armage Agency, my good friend Melissa. So that's pretty exciting, but definitely stay tuned and keep that butt chakra on lock.